Good morning, students. Today we will discuss elements of scripting language. That is, fifth chapter is the form concept. Form. Form is nothing but it is a one kind of element that used to collect the information, that used to collect the input, right? It used to collect the inputs from various sources. So here we can show this form in the form of HTML, right? We know that two kinds of HTML tags, one is opening tag, another one is closing tag of HTML. So here in this HTML form we can represent a form using the form tag. This is form tag. This is called a element of the uh, scripting language, element of HTML language. Now we will show the some of the components, some of the elements which are used to create a form, which are used to make a form. Now we will discuss that first how to create a form. We will create a form with using the HTML in the HTML tag like form. This is my HTML opening, then I use form. This is opening tag for the form, then some elements whatever you want to enter the elements within the form, then I use close tag of form, right? Then end of this form I can close the HTML, same as in the HTML format. Next, in this we have the basic concepts of forms. We will give the definition for form. One is a form object. The form object represents object. It's represent the HTML form. Form object or HTML form, both are same, right? So basically the intention of this form object is used to collect the user input data through the elements like text field, check boxes, radio buttons, select option, text area, submit buttons, etc. So we know that a text area, this is my text area. This symbol or this rectangle box shows the text area, right? Next, checkbox. Here it is this symbol, square symbol. We have a checkbox. Next, here radio button. This is my radio button. So here we have a, when we have a multiple choices or multiple options, among that multiple choices we can select only one of the option. That kind of buttons we can call as a radio buttons. Next, we have a select options. So when we have the more than one option or multiple options, we need to check or we need to select among that one of the one option, one among the all the available options. Then I use the select option. Then text area. For example, if you want to mention the address, right? In this address we have a multiple rows, multiple columns, right? So for example, this is my address. So here it is, my label is address, then here it is my text area. This is my text area. So here we can write the house number, street name, and village names, etc. These are the data will be stored in the form of rows and columns. So that comes under text area. Next, here we have a submit button. This submit button will use to submit the information or will use to store the information within the form. So these are all elements: text field, checkbox, radio button, select options, text area, submit buttons, all are the input elements to collect the information or collect the input from these different elements to store or to create a form. So here I have a syntax for the form. So we know that opening tag and closing tag for this syntax. Next we have a different properties of the object or form object. One is action. So action is nothing but it identifies or specifies action attribute. That's it. Action, when we mention the action in the form, it used to it used to perform some operation or some action in the form. So it sets and returns a value of action attribute. So whatever operations you mentioned in the action, that should be performed in the form. Next, end type. End type is nothing but encrypt. Encrypt. It shows encrypt. It's nothing but encrypt. Encrypt, what kind of data you are going to encrypt. For example, you are storing some of the information in the form, that is in the encrypted form, right? Encrypted form. Now we will store, yeah, here we can store the data in encrypted form, that is encrypted attribute of in the form. Next, length. Here it is return the number of elements in the form. For example, initially we are creating a form with help of the opening tag, and then we are mentioning the elements. So whatever data, first name, last name, right, address, these all comes under elements, right? This number of elements will decided by the length of the form, right? Clear? Next, here the method. Next one is method. So what are the methods are used to perform or will action performed by the methods? Here we have a different methods. One is get and another one is post. So what is the use of get? For example, if you are storing or we are creating a form for the general purpose, then I can use this get method for the general purpose. But here we can use the special purpose or secure purpose or personal purpose. Then here I can use post method, right? So basically when we have a application like Facebook, in that Facebook initially we are going to sign up, right? In that sign up we are getting one form, that's our personal information form. So in order to make that kind of format, that kind of form, I use post, right? Now it's clear. Next, name. Name is nothing but name of the object, that is name of the elements which are mentioned in the form. So it gives the name attribute in the form. For example, in your first name or last name or mobile number, these all are the names, right? These all are the names. It returns or sets the value of that name attribute in the form. Next, so next, target. It specifies the target where we are going to place that name of attribute. For example, here I have a form like, right, here it is form. The first element should be a first name, second element should be a last name, third element should be a address, like. So here these are the places, these are the my targets places in the form. So it sets and returns the value of target attribute in the form, right? Next, here we have a methods like reset and submit. One is reset method, another one is submit method. When we use the reset method, then we can call as a this is a clear all the data which are entered in the form, right? Next, submit button, which used to validate, it's used to validate the data which are stored in the form. So for example, here it is a form, then here it is my data, something forms elements, first name, last name, date of birth, etc. Then we have in the final label, we have one is reset, another one is submit, is it or not? So here the reset button we can call as a clear button, so which has entered the information that should be a clear, it means deleted entire the information which are entered in the particular text fields. Submit button, which used to store these information with help of the form, right? Next, here second one is uh, hidden object. What is mean by hidden object? So for example, in the form somewhere how this is my HTML, in that HTML some data will be hide, or some data will be invisible to the user. That kind of data we can call as a hidden data. So how can create this hidden data, how can mention the hidden data in the HTML form? Same thing here also, same, hidden the input field in HTML form that is not visible to the user, that is called invisible to the user. So this object can place anywhere in the form, anywhere in the web page. It is also used to send whatever hidden data will present in the form. This is my hidden data, the same data will be sent to the server. This is my server will store same data. When we are using the hidden data in the form, that same data will be sent to the server. So it means server will not know, or it is not able to understand the hidden data, even though it is server, but server will not be identify the hidden data, right? So here it is a syntax how to write. This is a syntax for the hidden data. So here it is input. So here input is nothing but it used to collect the data, right? Here it is what is type. Here it is type is nothing but whether it is a text, whether it is a radio button, whether it is a some other like submit button. Now clear? So here the input, it means it is a collecting data. So collecting data is nothing but what kind of data it is going to collect, whether it is a button or whether it is a radio button, that is submit button, or radio button, submit or radio. Next, here in this double column, double coded, that we can call as a text or radio button. We need to mention that what kind of data it is, what kind of format it is, right? Now clear? Next, here some we have a hidden properties, hidden object properties. One is name, it returns the same sets, it returns the name of the attribute, name of the input hidden data. Next, type, it used to mention the type of the form, like whether it is a submit button, whether it is a radio button, whether it is a text. So in this form text type we can mention this what kind of data it is. Next, value, that value is nothing but information. Here it is information or data which are going to hidden, right? Next, so password object, third one is a password object. In this password object, this it mention the single, it mention the single here it is password is represent one single line field, password field in the HTML format. This is my password, so it represents single line password field. It contains the password in the form of ASCII symbols, stars, ASCII symbols. The data will be stored in the form of ASCII symbols, or we can call it as a sparse dot dot, right? The syntax for this, same thing. Here it is password, we mentioned it is password. If it is mentioned text, that will store the text. If you are mentioned the submit, then it used to act as a button, right? Next, here we have some properties, password object properties. One is default value. Sometimes the data will not be entered, the password will not be necessary to login, that kind of data. So that will take the default. For example, if you are signing the first time, you need to enter the username, right? Then password, right? So after sign in, it shows, can you remember this password next time? Yes. If it is press S, that means the password will be stored for the next time. So that consider as a default value. By automatically it will consider the password. Next one is maximum length. It sets the maximum number of characters that allows in the field character. For example, this is my single line password field. So in this password field, so here number of characters that allowed in the password field, that we called as a maximum length. For example, I mentioned 15 characters, then here you need to enter only 15 characters. You are not going to enter more than 15 characters. What it means, here the maximum length will be available up to 15 characters only. So you are not going to allow more than 15 characters in the password field. Next, here we have a name. Name is nothing but sets and resets the value of the name attribute. Same thing. You are mentioned this is password. Here the my label. This is the name for the password, right? If you are mentioned some of the instructions for this password, then you can write the name, right? Next, we have a one more property, read only. It means whether the password fields read only or not. For example, if you're mentioning any bank sign in accounts, like you are using internet banking, then here it is password, user ID and password. So if you are, even though it is a automated or default password, but you need to enter again and again. It means in that site it only read only data. So when we enter, whether it is data is read or not, that is in this password field. Next, size. It sets width of the password, right? This is my password field. So what is the width of the password? So the difference between the characters, it takes how much width for each character, right? Next, here the value, it sets the value of the password. Same thing, here it is a value for the password. Next, here we have a one method, that is select method. It used to select the content of the password field. So here when we are creating a password, so we have instructions like at least one capital letters, one number, or one special characters, one is lower character, right? These are the instructions. This is called select, right? This is a content of the password, what password you are going to select, are supposed to select. So I hope this lecture is understood. If you have any problems or any queries, please let me know. Please comment or gives the one message through WhatsApp or any other source. Thank you.